Hello, I'm Rhodes, tailor and influencer. Today we're going to talk about why garments don't fit, and at the end of this video I'm going to give you a solution to how to get the correct sized fitting garments every time. The problem is that garments, every manufacturer have their own version of a size. You'll have experienced this problem before when you've gone and you've tried a jacket on in your size, i.e. 42 chest, and you've tried it on at 7 or 8 different shops and they all fit differently. That's because there is no proper sizing standard across in the tailoring industry. Now, when you're out buying things and trying it on, that's fine, but then when you're ordering online, all you end up is returns. So what we've done is brought together a system that we've worked on that works every time, and it's based on measuring finished garments. If you've not got a finished garment to try on, don't bother measuring yourself with a tape measure, because it doesn't work. You're going to end up with inaccurate measurements. You need to work from a garment that you've put on that you know feels right. Once you've done this, if you take an accurate set of measurements from a garment and then input it into our online system, you're going to generate your own personal set of measurements that you can use time and time again. So if you're buying online, you can send it to your supplier and say, this is what I measure. They can then check it against their stock and find the best fit for you. And obviously if you're working with a tailor, then he can make it to those measurements. But I can't understand why no one's ever done it before. It's a simple solution to a problem that should have been dealt with many moons ago. So now, if you'd like to jump into the next section, which is how to take the measurements, then get cracking and make sure you like and subscribe to my video.
Welcome to our simple system that will help you order whatever garment you want from any supplier worldwide. So let's jump straight in. We've got our free resources section, and you've got a printable form what you can use on the resources, so you can print these down and work from them. But right now we're just going to run you through the intelligent system, because it's also, as well as recording your measurements, which can be used on the downloadable form as well as the interactive form. It's just going to give you an idea of why you're taking your measurements and what measurements you are taking. So the simple form is loaded up, and as you can see there's a video on each section telling you about it. So let's run through the first video, which is explaining what we're about.
Welcome to our super brilliant order form for people buying ready to wear clothing and sending it to wherever they want and getting the correct size without loads of returns. It's a really simple process. All you have to do is use our order form, go through the system. We'll explain as you go down the system how to use it. Send it wherever you like. They will get a copy of your measurements and a link to the system, so everybody's working from the same sheet, cuts out lots of mistakes. It's a completely free to use sheet. We have got a more advanced sheet, which is our made to measure sheet, which is sending a tailor for a made to measure order. You may want to use that one, but if it's simple, it's a ready to wear garment, stay on this sheet. All I ask you to do is like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much for watching, and as I say, just follow me down. I'll be there to walk you through the form as you go down it, and we'll work through it together. Looking forward to doing it with you. Cheers.
Right, so there we go. As you've noticed, as that we're playing, I've stuck in my name and an email, and we're going to select what garment you want. Now you can select this for a 3-piece, 2-piece, jacket, waistcoat or trousers. We offer to work in centimetres and inches, and that's because with our experience working with different tailors across the world, everyone's got their preferred weapon of choice. In the UK we prefer to work in inches. The first question we're asking you is how tall you are, and the reason we're asking how tall you are is because our form will calculate your inside leg in your jacket as a rough guide from your height. Obviously a tall guy is going to have a long inside leg and a short guy a shorter one. The same theory would work for your sleeve length, your jacket length, etc. So we're going to calculate our height measurements, and now that's gone away and added that to our form, and we're clicking next. And then we need to measure your jacket waist. Now, as I said in the video leading up to this, we work on finished garment measures because it's the only way to work. So let's have a look how we're going to take our finished garment measurement.
Measuring the jacket. Bearing in mind the whole philosophy of personal tailoring online is to work with finished garments, we need a good accurate chest measure to get the ball rolling. Firstly, you lay the jacket down flat on the table, making sure there's no spare material at the back of the jacket. Measure from underneath the armhole across the jacket to underneath the second armhole. Here you can see I've got 23 inches, which would double in that would give me 46 inches as a finished chest garment measure.
There you are, we've calculated 46 measurement there. We're going to use the form and it's bringing up your next options. So here we're saying that your waist should be this measurement, but this is if you're buying an off the rack or your standard size. So let's have a look how you're going to measure your garment.
Measuring the jacket waist, lay the jacket down on a flat surface and make sure the jacket is buttoned. Measure across the waist from edge to edge, make sure there's no surplus fabric. Here I'm recording a measure of 20 inches.
You can see I've measured a waist of 20 inches on there because it's a slimmer cut garment, but you know, don't work to what we're saying here on the calculator. Use that as a guide so you're in the ballpark. Let's have a quick look at measuring the jacket length.
Measuring your jacket length. Lay your jacket down on a table, measure from where the undercollar, the felt, meets the fabric. Measure to the bottom of the jacket and record that measure.
There again on your style form, make sure you're happy with the length of jacket. Have a look in the mirror wearing the jacket because you don't have to go to the exact measurement on your jacket. You can go to how you like it. That's the whole point of working this way. If you're buying off the rack, they're going to give you their nearest physical size. If you're going to be buying made to order, then you're going to get that exact measurement. Let's have a quick look at the final one on this section, which is how to measure a jacket sleeve.
Measuring the jacket sleeve. Lay the jacket down flat on a table. Measure from where the shoulder seam meets the sleeve head directly down to the bottom of the sleeve and record the measure.
Now you can use this system to work with supplier size charts, but what I would suggest you do if you're buying ready to wear is literally fill the form in and send it and let them have a look and see what they've got in stock and work it out from there. How to measure the inside leg.
Measuring the inside leg. Lay the trousers flat on a table and measure from where the seams intersect at the fork and measure down to the hem of the trousers. Here I'm recording a measurement of 32 inches.
Then again, try your trousers on. If you want to tweak them a little bit, now's the time to do it. If you've got a trouser that's measuring 32 and they feel a touch short, put a little touch on, that's fine. We've now got his leg length. That concludes your trouser measuring, and we're going to finish off with the waistcoat. How to measure a waistcoat. Firstly, you go on a chest measure.
Measuring the waistcoat or vest chest. Lay the garment on a flat surface and measure from under the armhole to under the armhole across the garment, making sure there's no spare material. Here I'm recording a measurement of 23 inches, which would be a 46 inch finished chest.
Here you can add any information you might want to add to your supplier. You're confirming your measurements and you're submitting it. Now when you've done that, you can see that we're offering you to download your measurements. Now once you've done this, you've got a good set of measurements that you can send to multiple suppliers. Also, when you download your measurements, they're printed out in a way that wherever you send them, they can see where you've taken the measurements from. So there's your measurements and there's where we've taken them from. Hope you find this useful. Hope it saves you a lot of time on returns. And if you need any more information, just contact our support line. Thanks for watching my YouTube video, and don't forget, like and subscribe. Goodbye for now, and thank you again.
I'm Dale Rhodes, and thanks for watching. Visit my website because we've got tons of information and free resources as well, and you'll find that an informative place to go. You can also access our products that we offer online, and also we've got an upcoming course on retail tailoring that I'm sure lots of you out there will be interested in. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.